Um, okay, good morning. Double checking that the microphone is plugged in. And and yes, I think last time I said there was an issue with chat, but then I realized it was me not paying attention to chat. So today I make I made sure that oh hi Zaid. Hi. Long time no chat. Um I make sure that I see chat very well. It's like in my periphery. Yes, peripheral vision. Um, yeah, so happy Friday to me and good morning to me because these are my timelines. Sometimes it's different with other people, but um, welcome back. Are you okay now? Oh, thank you for checking. Um, yes, I do believe I'm like 98% okay. Uh, I still sometimes get pain depending on how I sit. Um, and I cannot like move like walk very fast or even run because I used to jog, but those are just like extra things. They're not the main part of like my living day to day, right? So I think I'm pretty okay, and I still take antibacteria, but it's not like an issue. So oh, I had bacteria. Uh, I'm actually editing a video about it, which I did not touch last week. I should really work on that. And I have a YouTube shorts about it actually. Malta fever or brucellosis, depending on how you know the name. And the main focus was that it attacked my joints and that I could not walk. And I had to like get IV stuff. What is it called? Injection. Yeah, I had like 2 months of, in my opinion, well, I guess first month was the most intense, but I think most of the medication and stuff was new to me, so I was like being extra careful. So the first 2 months were quite intensive for me, but alhamdulillah, mm, I think, yeah, I think mm, I'm just trying to be extra careful about my health, so I don't eat dairy, but and I still take the medication, but overall, I think I'm living a pretty normal life. Yeah, and mm, right. So, based on the title, um, am I too high? Should I come down a bit? I feel like, yeah, my head is like touching the ceiling. Okay. Um, so today's plan is to continue studying and learning math. Can we look at the screen? Yes, we can. Um, I saw that. Nice to see you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And nice to have you in the chat. How's your math? How's your math skills? Because I've been struggling. Um, I saw a notification. I was like, I'm gonna open it in stream to see what we learned. So let's see what we learned. I mean, what we got. Oh my god, look at all these things. What are these? What are these? Are these like faces? Wow. Pretty good at math. That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, so we learned a 10,000 energy earned leafers, and then this thing, Piceratops, that's funny. And then Duskpin, and then Primasaur. Oh, I guess these are like faces that I can put on my face here. This face. I actually like this face. Like it's very me. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. All avatars. Mm, So the leaves and this Spunky Sam. Honey? It's not that actually. Huh. Curious. Ooh, this one I opened, right? Hmm. Started switching from computer vision to NLP, and I did get most of the things in 2 months. That's amazing. Oh, congratulations. Um. Yeah, I guess you were focusing on computer vision. Um, what is your interest? Like, Are you focusing on generation or like any other stuff? Pink. See, none of them are wearing glasses, and I'm a glasses gal, so I guess Spunky Sam has glasses. This is too tomato, like too tomato for me. I even went to a Kaggle competition and got ranked top 4 last month. Okay, mashallah, that's actually really, really good. Please, if possible, share it on the Discord because I'm curious now. Ah, this is what I got. Okay, I like this one. And now we go back to Eggleston because this one fills me the most. Okay. And we resume learning math. So, this is where we finished last time, and the quiz. The quiz is where I pause and I'm like, I'm 85 now. The competition gets so hot on that. Still. Yeah, no, just like ranking is pretty cool. Am I zoomed in? Yes, I am. Okay. So we have 5 questions in 5 to 10 minutes. Let's see how long it will take me. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna do some long stuff. Okay, let's see how much we remember. Can I draw on the screen? Yes, I should. Okay, so we have E divided by 4 plus 2F minus 3. I mean, I can share my roadmap with you if you want. Why not? That would be actually pretty cool. You can share it either on YouTube post or Discord, whichever makes you comfortable. Because I think on YouTube you can post on the community channel. I think you can check on that if you're comfortable. Whatever makes you comfortable. Because I think that's pretty cool. So we have 12 divided by 4, which is divisible, so that's great, plus 2. Oh wow, hey, that's actually all good. Minus 3. So that's a 3. Just okay, we avoided the sneeze. And we're back. And this is a 1. So this is 3 plus 1 minus 3. So now that's I think that the 4 minus 3, which is a 1, is my final answer. I hope it's correct. And if it's not, I'm gonna be embarrassed. But let's see. So 1, check. Yay, we did it. Summarize for math, you need just Cannier, algebra and calculus and some probability theory, and that we're doing algebra. So I'm gonna like try to go through the math as slowly as possible because I mean like I just want to go through all of it. Linear algebra. Yeah, no, I need all the math because I don't know, I need it. I trust myself that I need it. Just a refresher. C plus 3D when C is 6, so 1/4 with a 6 plus 3/7 equals. This is 2, this is a 3, so oh god, 3 2 like that. Let me get a eraser. Are you an eraser? Are you? Oh, nope. Where's the eraser? Forget about it. And then that's 21, not 7. I guess for summing up, do we need the bottoms to be equal to sum up the tops? So C is 6. Or am I doing my math wrong? Because we have multiplication where we absolutely need the bottoms to be the same. But I feel like for summation you don't. Isn't that too basic? I'm sorry to say that. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yes. It's cool. No need to feel sorry. I just want to brush up on my math. That's it. But also do other things depending on how much time and energy I have. I like learning stuff, and brushing up on my math is a way of learning stuff. I mentioned that I felt like I was weak in math. So yeah. Or there are a lot of keywords I feel like I'm not familiar with that I should be. Am I stuck now? I'm gonna say, oh, okay. I hope it's 24 divided by 2, which becomes 12. Let's see. Yeah, a lot. Oh, no. No, it's not. Okay. We try again. So 1, 4, and a 6 here, and a plus here, and a 3 here, and a 7 here. Do I? Yeah, no. Because this is a 1. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 3. Ah. Oh, so I don't need, I don't put this up there. I just keep it. So a half of a 3 is 1.5. And then plus 21, which becomes 22.5. Is that the correct one? Because I've forgotten too many rules. There we go. See, I've forgotten too many rules. Oh, hi, Gigi. What's up? Hi, Coffee. How's your day going? Let's continue. So I missed question number 2, meaning I'm gonna get an extra question. We'll see how that goes, and if I can get like the rest of them correctly. 2 fifth, and G is 10, so that's gone, thankfully. 1 and a 2. Plus 3, H is 6. So that's and then minus 6. 2 times 2 becomes 4, plus 3 times 6 is it 18? Should be. Yes, okay. Minus the 6, this becomes 22 minus 6 becomes 16, right? Because 2 and then 4. Let's try. Let me know if I'm wrong. Please be correct. Yay, we did it. And then question number 3, 4. Okay. 3, 2, y is a 6 minus, oh, this is a minus. 3 plus 5 divided by 3. Z is a 3. That's a gone. That's a 3. This is 9 minus 3 plus 5. And that's a 12. 12 and 5 becomes 18. No, wait. 17. Okay. Are we mathing here? No. Was that a minus? Did I mess up? Wait, what was it? Oh yeah, I sometimes miss things. Okay, the numbers were 9 minus 3 plus 5. Oh, so 9 minus 3 is not that. Not, yes. I did. I saw this. I mean, not saw this. I just, yeah. And then that's 11. Uh-oh. No worries. I'm supposed to solve this myself. I said it last time, but I'm like, I really don't think I have dyslexia, but if I do, I will find out today. So let's see what I get. I'm gonna be more vigilant about the signs. 20 minus 32, and our t. Oh, okay, we'll get there, I guess. So that's a u. Our t is a 6, and then everything is a minus, so that's easy to keep track. Is that a 32? God, I need a calculator. And then 1/4. Hello. Wait. Oliver Amazon? I feel like you're not a first-time chatter. Am I right? Or am I right? I can't know. How can I know? Oh, there it is. Huh, I guess YouTube doesn't tell us. I'm very sure you're not a first-time chatter. My brain was like, Olive Ramazan. Yeah. All right. Oh no, you can't hear the sound when I get it right. Now you should. This is an 8, and this is a 1. What is 6 times 6? 36, right? Minus 20, minus 8. It's you. Cool. Hi. Welcome. Sorry for the double chatting on YouTube. I still have not addressed it. There's just one Oliver, and that's you. Hi, Oliver. I like the name Oliver. I don't know why. So take 20 out of 36, we get 16. Take 8 out, we get 8. So the final answer is 8. Hopefully. Now you got the tililing. Nice, cool. I guess we get, what did we get? 3 out of 5 correct. What do we get? Should I go back to the lesson 4? Combining like terms. What does that mean? What did I get in that quiz? Nothing? Like, I mean, I don't know what I want. Okay. I guess let's continue. No. I just want to learn for the time being. I don't want to quiz myself yet. Combining like terms intro. Here we go. I guess let me know how the audio is if it's too high or too low.
Let's say that I've got 2 Chuck Norrises, or maybe it's Chuck Norri, and to that I am going to add another 3 Chuck Norrises. So I'm going to add another 3 Chuck Norrises, and this.
Oh, adding like things that are similar. So we have now 5 Chuck Norrises. If we have X's, we can add them, multiply them, probably. All of that.
This might seem a little bit obvious, but how many Chuck Norrises do I now have? Well, 2 Chuck Norrises, we can represent this as literally a Chuck Norris plus a Chuck Norris. So let me do that. A Chuck Norris plus another Chuck Norris. 2 Chuck Norrises, you could also view this as 2 times Chuck Norris, and this is just another way of representing it. And 3 Chuck Norrises, 3 Chuck Norrises, you could view that as a Chuck Norris plus a Chuck Norris plus another Chuck Norris. And so we would have a grand total, and this might be Very simple for you, but you would have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chuck Norrises. So this would be equal to 5 Chuck Norrises. Now let's get a little bit more abstract here. Chuck Norris is a very tangible thing. So let's go to a little bit more of traditional algebraic notation. If I have two x's, and remember, 2x, this is what you could do this as 2x's or 2 times x. And to that, I were to add 3x's. And to that, I would add 3x's. How many x's do I have? Well, once again, 2x's, that's 2 times x. You could view that as an x plus an x. We don't know what the value of x is, but whatever that value is, we can add it to itself. And then 3x's
Same idea
is
as
going to be
Chuck
that
Norris.
value. Let me do that in that same green color. 3x's are going to be that value plus that value plus whatever that value is. And so how many x's do I now have? Well, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. So 2x plus 3x is equal to 5x. And if you think about it, all we really did, and hopefully you conceptually get it, is we just added the two numbers that were multiplying the x. And these numbers, the 2 or the 3, they're called coefficients. Very fancy word, but it's just this constant number, this regular number that's multiplied by the variable. You just added the 2 and the 3 to get your 5x. Now let's think about this a little bit more. Let's go back to this original expression, the 2 Chuck Norrises plus 3 Chuck Norrises. Let's say to that we were to add, some type of a, let's say we were to add 7 plums over here. So this is my drawing of a plum. So we have 7 plums plus 2 Chuck Norrises plus 3 Chuck Norrises. And let's say that I add another 2 plums.
Aha. Yeah, thank you. I also was like, why would you Chuck Norris to kids? Because this is for high schoolers. And yes, it is pretty dated. Do you think it's been made that long ago? Should I go to the YouTube channel? Hold up. Let me not share the screen and go to the YouTube video because I don't want you to see my recommended. 13 years ago, people. This is from 13 years ago, which is 2012. That is very much dated. Cute. And the Chuck Norris is just oh yeah, no I will not think skibbity toilet every time he says Chuck Norris. No, I mean, I guess kids could, but no. What should I think? What is my Chuck Norris? Barney? Elmo? That's too childish, I suppose. What was I watching in high school? Hannah Montana? Yeah, probably.
I add another 2 plums here. So what would this whole thing be? Well, I wouldn't add the 7 to the 2 to the 3 plus the 2. We're adding different.
I realized I was listening to K-pop in high school. Okay. I mean, BTS did not exist then, but like 2 BTSs, that works for me. There we go.
Things here. You have 2 Chuck Norrises and 3 Chuck Norrises, so they're still going to simplify to 5 Chuck Norrises. And then we would separately think about the plums. We have 7 plums, and we're adding another 2 plums. We're going to have 9 plums plus 9 plums. So this simplifies to 5 Chuck Norrises and 9 plums. Similarly, over here, if I had, instead of just 2x plus 3x, if I had 7y plus 2x plus 3x plus 2y, what do I now have? Well, I can't add the x's and the y's. They could very well represent a different number. So all I can do is really add the x's, and then I get the 5x, and then I'd separately add the y. If I have 7 y's, and to that I add 2 y's, I'm going to have 9 y's. If I have 7 of something and I add 2 of something, I now have 9 of that something. So I'm going to have 9 y's. So you add that, do that in a different color. You add this and this, you get that.
Oh.
You add the x's, you get that right over there. So hopefully that makes a little sense. Actually, I'll throw out one more idea. So given this, what would happen if I were to have 2x
I want the video to end already.
Plus 7x.
But it's okay. Repetition is good.
Well, once again, you might be tempted to add the 2 plus the 1, but they're adding different things. These are 2 x's. This is just the number 1. So you really just have to add the x's together.
Okay, actually, this is a good example because it doesn't have something next to it.
Well, that means I now have 9 x's. And then separately, you would say, well, I've got just the abstract number 1, and then I got another 5. 1 plus 5 is going to be equal to 6.
So we have an ad coming up on the purple place. Do we snooze it or do we address it? I can snooze it for 5 minutes. But I don't want to play this while that is happening. What is distributive property? And uh-oh. And we snoozed it. There we go.
I've gotten feedback that all the Chuck Norris imagery in the last video might have been a little bit too overwhelming. So for this video, I've included something a little bit more soothing. So let's try to simplify some more expressions. And we'll see we're just applying ideas that we already knew about.
Oh, I just realized, I suppose, the Chuck Norris of my time would be like Jackie Chan. Yeah, because I feel like Chuck Norris is too old for me. And yeah, Jackie Chan was very around during 2010s. Who is the Jackie Chan of now? And don't tell me it's Mr. Beast. Because like I want an action hero. Like Marvel maybe? Or DC? Batman? No. It has to be a person. Anyway.
So let's say I want to simplify the expression 2 times 3x plus 5. Well, this literally means 2 3x plus 5s. So this is the exact same thing as, so this is 1 3x plus 5. And then to that, I'm going to add another 3x plus 5. This is literally what 2 times 3x plus 5 means. Well, this is the same thing as, if we just look at it right over here, we have now 2 3x's. So we could write it as 2 times 3x plus we have 2 5s. Plus
the one I remember forgetting is when an equation is squared. That I remember, not remembering how I should do it, because I remember it became 3 things. Like the x would be squared, and then an x without it being squared, and then a constant. I've forgotten too many rules.
We have 2 5s, so plus 2 times 5.
Oh my god, I just remembered something. Recently someone told me, how can you remember everything in Epic, the musical, and like all of the names of the goddesses? Wait. How do you say things that God with not capital? Anyway, gods and goddesses, I suppose. And they were like, if you put your energy into something more useful, you'd be really smart. and that stuck with me. I sometimes give too much of my energy to things that are not useful, but they make me happy. I like that.
But you might say, hey, Sal, isn't this just the distributive property that I know from arithmetic? I've essentially just distributed the 2 times 3x, 2 times 3x, plus 2 times 5. And I would tell you, yes, it is. And the whole reason why I'm doing this is just to show you that it is exactly what you already know. But with that out of the way, let's continue to simplify it. So when you multiply the 2 times the 3x, the 2 times the 3x, you get 6x. You multiply the 2 times the 5, you get 10. So this simplified to 6x plus 10. Now let's try something that's a little bit more involved, but once again, really just things that you already know. So let's say that I had 7 times, let's say 3y minus 5 minus 2 times 10 plus, let's say, plus 10 plus 4y. Let's see if we can simplify.
Okay, so I'm going to try and simplify this so that I can skip some of the video. We do this, and then we do this, and then we do this. This becomes 21y minus 35. Okay, I had to do it by hand. 35, we keep it here, and then minus 20 plus 8y. And now we could technically, oh, this is not a 4, this is a y, what the hell? We could like have these speak to each other, right? Wait a second, why do we have another ad starting? I just snoozed the other one. We have plus 8y and plus 21y, which becomes 29y, and then minus 35 and minus 20. Hold up, do I need to do this? No, I don't. Wait, is this a minus 2? Oh, if then I do need to make these minus. Do you start again? So this was 21 y, and then a minus 35, and then since this is a minus, this becomes a minus 20, and then a minus 8y, which now, if we change the color because we're fancy, this, and then we are more fancy, these two can talk to each other. And then the final would be, this is a 21, so 7 is 13, 13y, and then minus, this is a 20, not 26, that would be 56, I suppose. Is that correct? 13y and 56? How far can we go to see the answer? Further, 13y, 55? Oh, it was a 35, not a 36. Okay, so yes, we did get there, thankfully. So we don't need to watch the whole video. Yes, I realized. Cool. Yay. Ads. We have ads. And I can pause-ish for a minute. Let's do that. Let's pause-ish for a minute-ish. I don't have water with me, but I have something similar, which is coffee, which is what I'm gonna consume. I'm gonna need to take some medication in a 2-ish hours, and I'm like, I should probably stop streaming by then. It's been 40 minutes, which is not that long. And so we did the combining negative, which is what we did just now. I'm guessing the next one would be similar. I'm gonna try and skip it. I'm gonna try and skip the next video because it feels a bit repetitive. Let's. Alright, ad break hopefully ended. What's the difference between this one? Oh, and distribution. And this one. Negative coefficient. Something positive, something negative. You just mix them up like any normal mathing. Oh no, we have squaring. Okay, I feel like I should play the video if it has to do with squared stuff. You see?
Now we have a very, very, very hairy expression. And once again, I'm going to see if you can simplify this. And I'll give.
I mean, if I don't touch the squared stuff because they're not the normal stuff, then I feel like we're good. Like, let me just simply say what needs to go with what. So what happened to my beautiful? There it is. Okay. So if we choose the colors, this goes with, oh, this is an XY, with this, and then next, the XY goes with the XY, and then the X squared goes with the X squared, and that's it. We don't have an Y squared and an X by itself. So you just deal with them as they are, and not mess with the others. Let's see by the end-ish if we are correct-ish. I mean, yeah, see? This goes with this goes with this, that goes with that. and then you just deal with them. Cool. The idea is similar. Where's our xy? Oh, it died because we have cool. We killed it. So exercise time. And do I want to do exercises, or yeah, I guess I don't want to do quizzes yet because we have another one with a rational. Rational means something that's a ration, like some half, right? All right. 7 questions is too much, but hey, that's how we get scored. Do we have a pen? No, we don't. Do I have a... What happened to my pen again? There it is. Okay. 3z's 3z plus 2 minus... I guess plus minus 5z, but yeah. And then plus 6. So let's deal with the 2 and the 6, which becomes an 8 first. So we have the plus 8. And then this is a 3z and a minus 5z, which becomes a minus 2z. Is that how I should write it? Huh. And how do I give you the answer? So the way I saw it, we have a minus. Oh, hold on. It was a 2z, right? Okay, so minus 2z, yes, and a plus 8 is what I got. Chat, back me up. Yeah, yeah. Poof, yay. Okay. That's a minus 4z. Can I write it myself? Yes, I can. Woohoo! I guess I prefer this to numbers, because numbers, I need to do the calculation in my head, which hurts my brain. So that's minus is a positive, so minus 2k plus 6, right? Yay! So I guess I'm gonna write that one down. That's a 5k minus a 2k plus a 1. So this becomes a 3k plus a 1. 3k plus a 1. You can treat numbers as letters. Yeah, but I still need to do the calculation in my brain. This became minus 3. Minus 3k plus 1. Right? Oh no, no, come on, man. What did I do wrong? Alright, let's try again. I don't want to do the bonus question. No, I have to do the bonus question. 5k plus minus 2k. This is a plus 1. Come on. See, we have 5k minus 2k. Am I wrong? Which becomes a 3k. And then a plus 1. Oh, shoot. Why did I say minus 3k? Darn it. Okay, now I see it. That minus was the extra. Yay! There we go. So, can I think my way through this instead of writing it down? Because this is a minus 2r and a plus 8. Minus 2r plus 8. Yep. Alright. And this is a 7k. Because this becomes positive, this is negative, we just 7k. Yay. One question left. We don't have any other y's, we keep y as is, so the minus 4y stays. These are both minus, So we have a -4 and a -3, which becomes a -7. Or negative. I should probably use the word negative instead of minus. Yay. Bonus question because I made a mistake. We have a -7 and a +1. So we have a 6 on the side. And then we have a -6 and a -3, which becomes a -9. So we have a -9 and a -6. Ta-da! That was some lovely music. We have a 2-week streak. We've been mathing for over a week. I think the first math I did was Saturday, not Friday, but hey. Nice. I like confetti, but fake ones, obviously. Real ones need cleaning up. And I will not do that. Okay, so we have another exercise. Is that an exercise? Ooh, multi-choice. I like multi-choice. Okay, so that's 44 and that's 16. Huh? I need to actually solve it because it's two different things. So plus 4. Why do I need to write the plus? Don't write the plus, it's embarrassing. 44 and then a minus 16n is this side. So this side is done. The other side is plus, which is a positive 6n, and then a negative 3 times 9 is 30. Wait, hold up, 27. There we go. Minus 27. And what's 44 minus 27? I have no idea, and I'm not gonna use my brain for it. 44 minus 27 is 17. Cool. Is it? Interesting. So the number is 17, which I see quite clearly here. And then this is a minus 10. So we have a positive 17 and a minus 10, which is the final answer. This one. Oh, that's it. I just check. Okay. Ta-da! Next question. So this becomes 30. So that's a plus 30 for on the T, and we have two choices. And then the minus 6, which becomes minus 4. 30T minus 4. Yay! All right, next. This is too busy. So for the R, we have positive 6. For the 7, we have a 14. So let's write that down before I forget. 6. 6R. That's an R. Plus a 14. And then we have a minus. I could do that. A minus R. And a minus 2. Which becomes a 12 and a 5R. And the thing that in between. Hold up. 12 is positive. Everything is positive. Which becomes C. Yes, C. I'm like peeking at chat to see if there are any answers. No need. I've got it. And then this is a minus 4 and a minus. I need to start saying negative. I'm gonna say negative. That's a negative 4 and a negative 2. Negative 4n and a negative 2 and a positive 3n. those two become negative 1n, which becomes just negative n minus 2, which is C again. Yes. Wow. Nice. Thank me. Yes, good job, me. I'm gonna watch the video and then see if we can solve it, and if we can, then we'll just go to the practice portion.
What I want to do in this video is get some practice simplifying expressions that have some hairier numbers involved. And these numbers are
I don't like hairy things, but hey, why should numbers be hairy? I guess if I had to deal with this, first of all, we keep this out because it doesn't have anything next to it. We have two C's here. So what I would do is probably put the bigger number on top. So just say 8.55, which is a minus, and then the 4, 3, 5, and just do this here. A 0, a 2, and a 4, and then that's the outcome of this. And why is it 420? Anyway, let's see where we end up. It's okay if it can be done, but it's a bit loud on... Oh, thank you. Definitely can be done. Thank you. So, yeah, sometimes I feel like the voice consistency isn't too consistent. So that part, we did good. Hold up, let me go back just a bit to say... yeah. So it did become 4.2. Chat is working. Thanks, Aaron. Chat is working. I think last time chat was working, but I wasn't paying attention, so it was not chat's fault. It was definitely my fault. Hello. And then we have another question. Okay, so since these are the same, I feel... why do I have issues with solving this one? Because, again, we leave this alone. Oh, trying again. We leave this alone, and then we have a positive 2/5 and a negative 3/5. So it should be minus negative 1/5 m, and a negative 4/5. But we cannot do anything with that because we have the m. Let's see if we are rather correct. Yes, we are. Good. And then the final one, we first need to do the multiplication, which is like 2/5, right? Or is it 2 and a 1/5? Let's see. It is 2/5. Good. I remember some math. And then 4/5 plus 3/5. But this is a negative. This is a positive. We get a minus 1/5. Yes. Ta-da. Okay. I remember. And I almost watched everything. 4 more questions, people. Okay. Bear with me. Or don't. You don't have to. You don't have to torture yourself. So we have a negative 4/7 p. And this is not enough space. Hold up. Let me make some space. If I tell you to go back, does that give me more space? Sort of. I'm gonna solve it on that side. How far can you see? You can see pretty far. Negative 4/7 p, and I'm just gonna keep the negativity because like why? And then a negative 2/7 p, and then a 1/7. And I love how it's like trying to trick me with all of these seventh. I'm not tricked. So here we have a negative 6. No, it's a 6, 7. I don't even know what it means. P, bear with me, yes. And then it's 1/7, right? Did we get it right? Maybe, hopefully. 6/7, negative 6/7, P, and 1/7. How do I write that here? Negative 6. Oh, here, like that. Oopsies. All right, I see it. So we have the 6 on top, 7 there. Oh, nope. Do we move the cursor? We move the cursor. And then here it was a P, and then we had negative 1/7. Guys, was it a negative 1/7? Hold up. Annie, it was a positive. We didn't touch that. Good. And then that was 1/7. Do we need to confirm anything? I hope not. Okay, here we go. Yay! 3 more to go. So, these two are friends, and then these two are friends. So let's be friendly. We have 3 minus 1, and then a 4 minus 3. So we have a 2.1 on the number side. On the U side, those two just go away because they're the same number. One is positive, one is negative, so it just goes away. So the final answer is 2.1. I hope. Let's see. 2.1. Yay! Sorry about that. You did not hear it, I hope. I hope the microphone masks it. So, another question. And this one has a multiplication of like doing this part. So we have it's a 1.5. What's a 1.5 of a 20? Is it 30? Right? I'm gonna calculator that. I could definitely math it, but I'm gonna calculator it. Times 20. And it is 30. Good. So we have a negative 30. And then we have this dot. Do we use this dot? Uh-oh. No, we don't. I'm not gonna. Because I'm making it 1.5 of itself, not halving it. So, and then R plus, what's the 75th of a 20? 15? Is it? Let's calculator it. 75 times, oh god, sorry, 20. Yep, it's 15. Wow. Did not realize I was this good. And that's a 15. And that's the final answer. I can't do anything with that. So we have a negative 30R and a 15. We have, well, I guess I can write it. Negative 30R and a 15. Okay. Last question. Hopefully we don't need the bonus question. We have, oh guys, this is actually simple because, no, it's not. My brain saw a 3/5. I thought they would just go away. Still quite simple because we have the 2, 5m, and then I'm just going to move the numbers around and say 3/5 m, and then the 4/5. And these two become 2 minus 3 becomes a minus 1, negative 1/5 m, and then a 4. This was a 5, not a 5th. And a 4/5. Negative minus I'm trying to remember as I put it here. So we have an nope, negative, and then we have 1/5 the other one was 4/5, negative 4/5, negative 4/5. We double check our answer, and then we go for it. Is it still too loud? Yes, it's still too loud. I like the music. Now that should be reasonable. Nice. Oh, okay. Cool. Unit 1, we have, can we finish Unit 1 today? Equivalent equation, one side to the other, like that? Or is that a different thing? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna play the video. Oh wait, I just realized. Okay, good.
Which expressions are equivalent?
See, now the voice is too low. It's not like I am at least consistent with my voice being low, but this is not.
To x plus 2y plus x plus 2. Select all that apply.
Oh, okay. So we have 1x plus... Oh, there we go. Look, we have an x here and another x here, which becomes 2x, and then 2y, and then a 2, which is obviously the first one. Do we need to solve it to go to there? Apparently we do. Yes. Another x, which becomes 2x, and 2y's, and a 2, which is the first one. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Okay, the whole question is that I thought it would do 2 questions. All right, let's go to the exercise. 7 questions? That's just too much. Too much. We have a 2z plus a 6, which is this one. Look, it's simplified. Well, not really. It's complexified. That was maybe loud? Maybe not too much. We have let's zoom in a bit. 3 4h, and so this is 6k and this is 12h. Oh no, okay, we're not doing that. What we're doing is changing the numbers around. Guys, we have the 4h, which is here, the 2k, which is here, the 3 outside, which is here. It's just moved around. Why? And then for this one, we have 3 x's and a 2, which is right here. Yep. I suppose this is also correct. I almost missed that. Good. Because it's select all that apply instead of, 4b. What is wrong with you? So this is correct. This is also correct. This is So this becomes 2 and then 4. So now that's already too much. So no. Yes. Almost. Almost? What almost? I'm good. I didn't make mistakes yet. When I make mistakes, tell me. But I feel like it's not easy to catch me because there may be a tad bit delay. Is there a delay? Streaming is good though. So 5G, 3H, and none of the above. No. Yes, no, none of the above, because this is a multiplication. So this becomes a 10G and a 6H. None of them are, so none of the above. Good job. All right, we have a 8F and 4G. 8F, 4G. Here's one. And then this is also one. And then this is also one. 2F, no, this doesn't work. 8F2G, no. Yeah, all right, we're getting used to this. We're enjoying this. We have another ad coming in 30 seconds, which we're gonna yeah, do this one and then pause. 2B6C. 2B6C, that's one. Know that you're not it. 2B6C. And that was very loud, even for me. Hold up, if I just do that, that should help. And show summary. Good job. We earned 600 energy points, and we have a quiz coming up, which we're gonna take a pause for. Hopefully I'll do good on this quiz. And we have been live for 1 hour and 11 minutes. And I feel like I'm moving through this faster than I was moving last time, because last time I had to do, and I punched the mic, I had to do so many, like I had to do, what am I doing exactly? I'm checking the status of the stream. Like summing things up and multiplying. My multiplication is a bit weak. I feel like that was, one could notice. And we have an ad break for another minute. I'm guessing there are no ad breaks on the red platform side. Yes. Ads. Yep. Aware. Yep. Yeah, so do we have anyone not in ad? Let's see. How is your day going? And also, wait, what question do I have? Yeah, what are you learning recently? That's actually a question I have. Whatever it is. Because I think it's fun trying to keep yourself accountable by telling someone what you're learning. And yeah, trying to go with it, you know, like trying to follow through is, yeah, that's what I want to say. Sometimes it's not easy following through with promises that you make with yourself. Even, yeah, that is not easy. But yay, we're back. Our community is back. Are we back? Let me know if we are back. And we are going for the quiz, but I do want to ask the question of, like, what are you learning recently, so that we can keep each other accountable. Already proficient or a master of these skills, there are no more levels to reach. What do you mean? I don't think I'm a master. I feel like I was proficient in the thing. Proficient, yeah. No, I didn't master it, but I am proficient. But I still need to do the quizzes, I'm guessing, to get the unit point. So, we need to simplify. We have a 6y here that is too small for you guys to see, and a positive 6 and a negative. Here we have a negative 12, and then a positive y. So we have 5 y's. So that's the only choice, the way I see it. And the number, this is oh no, this is positive because both of them are negative. Oops. You guys did not see that. No one saw that. So yes, this is 12 and 12, which is 24. So B is the correct answer already. Why didn't I get a... What happened? Did I not click it? Is there any timer? I don't think there is. I thought I clicked it. Oops. What do you mean? Did I... Oops. Okay. Let's focus. No. What happened? Can I take the quiz again? I don't think there are any timers actually. Uh-oh. You know what? Here we go. I'm focusing and I'm doing the long one. 2 times 3 is 6, so. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Yeah, maybe. Yes, actually I did. I did. Why didn't I didn't do this, did I? I did not do that. So that's a 6y and a 12. And then we have positive, because both we have a positive 12 and a positive 3y, not a just y. Anyway. So yes, that is a 6y. 6 and a 3, which become 9, and then we have the 24. So it's this one, not this one. Oops. Double checking. We have our negatives and positives in check, hopefully. All right. And we get the bonus question because we missed this one. So we have C, and those two don't have C. So 5.8 minus 1.4 becomes 4 and a 4. So we have a 4.4C, which is negative, and then the numbers are 4.2 minus 3.1, which becomes 1.1. In a positive sense, 1.1. 4.4C, negative 4.4C plus 1.1. Good. And then we have 2 x's, 2 y's, and a 2. 2 x's, 2 y's, and a 2. Cool. Here we have... Oh, I remember this one. Minus 30r plus 15. Right? Ooh. I have questions memorized. I feel like a true student now. Wait, we did this one already. Can I remember? No, I can't. I know it was one of these. I know it was C, but it can't be C again, you know? It might have changed. Was there 35? I don't think so. So we have the minus 4. Nope, that's a positive. That is a positive 44. And a negative 16n on that side, on this side. And then on this side, we have a positive 6n. And then a negative 27. And then we have the 44 minus 27. That was 17. That I remember. So we have the 17 on this side. And then the 10 minus 10. No. So, okay, it's D. It's not D, not C. So they did change places. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe I just forgot the location. Oh, hey. We did it. Do I want to go to lesson 6? hold up. Y is defined by 0 and undefined. That's a lovely question. I actually would love to hear that. But before we do that, let's just celebrate the fact that we did unit 1. Yay. Give me some... Wait, I guess if I ask for confetti, which is that possible? I know it's possible on the YouTube side. I think. What is possible on... Here's me trying it. Yep, that's possible on the YouTube side. Ooh, oh, I saw one. Yeah. I can do complex integrations and yet struggle with arithmetics. Thank you for making me feel better. I mean, yeah. I do. Yeah. It's like math is very like brain itchy. So when you get something right, it feels really nice. But when you get it wrong, it's not nice. Yeah. Do we go to lesson unit 2? We should. We definitely should, because there are units that don't include exercises. Does not count towards course mastery, and you expect me to take it? That's what's written here, by the way. All right. I guess we just go to unit 2. So I think if I go back to my profile, is that how I go back to my profile? Learner home. It tells us how the percentage that's mastered. So this is 80% mastered, but technically it's finished, I think. Maybe not, because it has 17 parts. And for that 17 parts, part 1 is done, but it is 80% mastered, meaning you're proficient at it. You haven't mastered it. But yeah. See? Like oh no, we did not. We have division by 0. And then, wait, what? Wasn't division by 0? We did that. Here? You know what? I have no idea what I'm doing or where I am. Let's just... How do I continue? Where was I? Take me back. No, I'm not going to take the quiz again. We're not finished with the unit. Why did I think I was finished with the... I wasn't paying complete attention and presume those squares are some kind of math problems. Not course progress. They are course progress. Recommended to rewatch this? No, I'm good. Oh wow, we did 60%. Ooh, not good. Ooh. Hey. It's like, retake this. No, I'm not. But we're not done with unit 1, apparently. I thought I was. It was just a quiz. 80% is good. So I'm just going to continue. I thought I'm done. We're going to try and finish the unit today. Good. That's good. I still have a goal. Because I was like, oh, I'm done with unit 1. Why should I continue? But no, definitely. Let's test for audio.
Comedian Stephen Wright, and I guess we should also credit him maybe with being a bit of a philosopher, once commented that black holes are where God divided by 0. And I won't get into the physics of it, and obviously the metaphor breaks down in certain ways, but it is strangely appropriate, because black holes are where our current understanding of physics seem to break down, and dividing by 0, as simple of an idea as that seems to be, is where our mathematics also breaks down. This is undefined. And sometimes when you see undefined when you're in math class, it seems like a very strange thing. It seems like a very bizarre idea. But it really means exactly what the word means. Mathematicians have never said what it must...
0 divided by 0. Yeah. It's good that you were able to comment that, because I feel like if it could solve itself, we'd have a problem.
Mean to divide by 0. What is that value? And the reason they haven't done it is because they couldn't come up with a good answer. There's no good answer here. No good definition.
Oh, right. See, it doesn't have a single answer, which is what he's saying. No good answer. It's both positive infinity and negative infinity. Let's see how they explain it. I know he is real, but this guy reminds me so much of the male voice in those AI podcasts, notebook LLMs or whatever generates them. I'm very sure his voice has been utilized. Yeah. I guess it's the broadcaster voice. Radio voice, they call it radio voice because news person voice is very different. It's like they're giving a report. But broadcaster voice, I have no idea what like you can tell, right?
And because of that, any non-zero number divided by 0 is just left undefined. 7 divided by 0, 8 divided by 0, -1 divided by 0. We say all of these things are just undefined. Now, you might say, hey, well, if we can just define it, let's at least try to come up with a definition of what it means to take a non-zero number divided by 0. So let's do that right now. And we could just take the simplest of all non-zero numbers. We'll just do it with 1, but we could have done this with any non-zero number. Let's take the example of 1. And
it's indeterminate, like we cannot determine it.
Since we don't know what it means, or we're trying to figure out what it means to divide by 0, let's just try out really, really, really small positive numbers. Let's divide by really, really small positive numbers and see what happens as we get close to 0.
Okay, but how small? Like, how many zeros? Infinity divided by 0. No! Yeah, I'm a person who's read John Green's, and the point about some infinities are bigger than other infinities is probably true. Not just the voice, like the prattle or flavor text stuff, like about black holes being God's division by 0 reminds me of, maybe those AI slop videos, right? Yeah. Wow. I guess it's prolific, I suppose.
So let's divide by 0.1. Well, this will get us to 10. If we divide 1 by
100?
0.01, that gets us to 100. Let me go really, really close to 0. If I divide 1 by 0.0000001, this gets us, so this is not a 10th, 100th, 1,000th, 10,000th, 100,000. This is a millionth. 1 divided by a millionth, that's going to give us 1 million.
Wait, what was the note?
So we see a pattern here.
There was a note here. Sal is saying divide by 1 millionth, not by 1 million. Millionth.
That's going to give us 1 million. So we see a pattern here. As we divide 1 by smaller and smaller and smaller positive numbers, we get a larger and larger and larger value. So based on just this, you might say, hey, well, I've got somewhat of a definition for 1 divided by 0. Maybe we can say
it's just a very big number.
That 1 divided by 0 is positive infinity. As we put smaller and smaller positive numbers here, we get super, super, super large numbers right over here. But then your friend might say, well, that worked when we divided.
Or chat will say. Chat is our friend.
By positive numbers close to 0, but what happens when we divide by negative numbers close to 0? So let's try those out. Well, 1 divided by 0.1, or I should say negative 0.1, that's going to be negative 10. 1 divided by negative 0.01, that's going to be negative 100. And if we go all the way to 1 divided by negative 0.000001, yep, I drew the same number of zeros. That gets
exactly. It's more beautiful if it's plotted on a graph. That's true. You can like see the movement.
Us to negative 1 million. And so when we keep dividing 1 by negative numbers that are closer and closer and closer and closer to 0, we get a very different answer. We actually start approaching negative infinity. So over here we said maybe it would be positive infinity, but you can make an equally strong argument that it could be a very different number. Negative infinity is going the exact opposite direction. So you can make an equally strong argument that it should be negative infinity. And this is why.
This might be a stupid question, but hey, that's what we're here for. Is 0 positive or negative? Because here, this is negative, this is positive. Is it both? That's why we can have positive and negative infinity?
Why mathematician says, well, there's just no good answer here, especially one that's consistent with the rest of mathematics. They could have just said it's equal to, 42 or something like that. But
Oh,
that
he said 42. Aw.
would make no sense. It's neither one of these values, and it wouldn't be consistent with everything else we know. So they just left the whole thing undefined.
That feels very me. It's like, you know what? I can't do anything with it. Just leave it. We don't have a question here. We're just going through the videos because they probably don't want us to try and solve divided by 0 in a x-axis 2 slide points. Like how? Can links be shared on the red platform? I don't think so. I think the purple one allows that.
In the last video, we saw why when we take any non-zero number divided by 0, why mathematicians have left that as being undefined. But it might have raised a question in your brain. What about 0 divided by 0? Isn't there
Ooh. Minus 0.1 and 0.1 in an x. 2 side points. Oh, okay. So you're answering my question about 0 being negative or positive. I mean, it's in the middle, right?
an argument why that could be defined? So we're going to think about 0 divided by 0. Well, there's a couple of
I'm just going to say the answer is 0 or maybe 1.
lines of reasoning here. One, you could start taking numbers closer and closer to 0 and dividing them by themselves. So for example, you take 0.1 divided by 0.1. Well, that's going to be 1. Let's get even closer to 0. 0.001 divided by 0.001. Well, that also equals 1. Let's get super close to 0. 0.000001 divided by 0.
They're all ones.
0.00001. Well, once again, that also equals 1. And it didn't even matter whether these are positive or negative. I could make these negative, and I'd
Will we get to infinity divided by infinity? I'm just going to say it's either infinity or 1. Choose one. Whatever makes you happy.
still get the same result. Negative this thing divided by negative this thing still gets me to 1. So based on this logic, you might say, hey, well, this seems like a pretty reasonable argument for 0 divided by 0 to be defined as being equal to 1. But someone could come along and say, well,
We have a third choice, undefined. I feel like that's pretty lazy. Like, just give it something, Don't just say, I don't know.
no, what happens if we divide 0 by numbers closer and closer to 0? Not a number by itself, but 0 by smaller and smaller numbers, or numbers closer and closer to 0. And so they say, for example, 0 divided by
0 is special. And hey, where did we get 0? Should I answer or will someone answer me? Where did we get 0? I probably need to Google it myself. Who put 0 in math? But if we say 0 wiki, we hopefully get something that tells us where we got 0. Let's look into it. Not etymology, no. Egyptian numerals? Was it Egyptian? I don't think so. Where did we get 0? Where did we get 0? Hindu Arabic? Sure. You know what? I'm going to try and read it and see where we get. Ancient Egyptian numerals were base 10. They used hieroglyphs. I'm doing my best not to read it in my actual accent. Like my own accent. Like